Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today let's talk about the new money rules. Like they say, money rules the world. Now things have changed. New things are evolving. And what used to be is no longer is. So let's just go into the video and discuss this topic.
And it goes a little something like
Yes, like I said, things are changing. So also the rules of money is changing. Those that were in charge of wealth are no longer. Today, the people with information and ideas are the ones ruling the world. They are now the wealthiest and the wealthy people out there. Money doesn't have, is no longer a respecter of age. Even little children today, have money. They are making money with their knowledge, with their gifts, with their skills, and with the information they've been able to gather. So number one money rules is knowledge is now the new money. What do I mean? Those that know rules over those that don't know. So for every transformation, for every growth you desire, you must go for what? Knowledge. The Bible talks about it. It says, my people perish for lack of what? Knowledge. It says, add to faith, knowledge. So you want to go for knowledge. You will agree with me that as things are changing, you too, you must change. How do you change? You must change for you not to be what? Outdated. Like they said, not for you not to be outdated, you must be what? Updated. If you want to be relevant in the world, the present world we are in, you want to seek knowledge. Knowledge in things that you are not knowledgeable of. Knowledge in things that you don't understand. Knowledge about things, how people are what? Making it out there. How people are transforming their life. You can't sit down and be looking and saying, oh, these things are different now. This didn't happen in my time. You want to go out there and seek for knowledge. You want to learn the way things are being done now. And now everywhere, like the whole world is going into the online space. You want to learn. You don't want to be left behind. So you want to seek knowledge. Like I said, knowledge is now the new money. The other day I was watching a clip where one of the Nigerian actress was saying, oh, in their time, there was no social media. Look at young boys, young girls of these days. They are now making it out there. Things have changed. So to stay relevant, you want to embrace knowledge and you want to engage in the knowledge that is what available at your own disposal. You want to learn new skills and you want to add to your experience so that you will not be outdated in life. Number two, you want to understand depth. You must learn how to use depth, how to leverage depth to transform your life, for you to see growth that you desire. What am I talking about? Before I go deep, I want you to know that there are three types of debts: good debt, bad debt, and no debt at all. But today I'll be talking about the good debt and the bad debt. What is good debt? Good debt is that debt that you go into or the loan you go for to transform and to change your financial situation. What do I mean? So many people are so afraid of debt. They don't like where they are financially. They have seen a business they can do, but they cannot pursue that business. They can't venture into it because they don't have the means, the finances to start the business. But in that situation, if you know you are credible, you can go for a loan to start a business to transform your life. Because some said, the Bible said, the borrower is a slave to the lender. But also remember the prophet asking the lady, the widow, to borrow not a few vessels. So what am I talking about? If you have seen a business that you know is lucrative, that will transform your life, and you are credible, I will advise you to go for a loan. A loan that is not what? That is not too high in interest. A loan of, let's say, 5%, 10%, or 15% interest. So therefore, you want to go for that loan. You have done your own research. You have seen that the business is lucrative, and you know the business will give you a return. That is not a bad debt. That is a good debt, because you are going to use the money to start a business that will transform your life. If you look around you, only the wealthy people, the business people, are those that go for loans, and they have used this loan to do a business that is what? That has transformed their life, changed their family name. But the poor people are always afraid. But I'm come to tell you today that there is good debt. Those that you leverage to change or to transform your financial situation. You have credit card. Some of us had credit card that we just hold in our purse. We are not using it. I was once in that shoes. When I was going to start a business, the money I have wasn't enough. And I remember I had credit cards that I had never used. All I had to do, I would just put a call across to them. I called them on that fateful day and I asked, I have money, credit card that you gave to me. They said yes, they know. And I wanted to ask if I could use it and for how long can I, use it and be able to pay back. And I was surprised when they told me that if I use it for 12 months, I don't have to pay any interest. I called another company again, they told me the same thing. And I was so happy, and I used my credit card to start a business. So you can do the same. And I will tell you, I have never defaulted. I am paying as at when due. And that same money, I have used it to transform my life or to see the growth that I desire. So a good debt is the debt you take to transform your life when you have seen a lucrative business but with a lower interest. When you have discovered a lucrative business that could transform your financial situation. So you can go for that and leverage that opportunity. Bad debt is when you go and borrow money to go and do trivial things. What do I mean? You go for a loan to furnish your home, or you go for a loan to buy a car. You go for a loan that will be, that will not add to your financial situation, that will not transform your financial situation, that will even sink you more into more debts. That is a bad debt. Debt that you go for your own desires are bad debts. Debt with high interest rates are bad debts. Debts that you know that you don't have the means to pay back are bad debts. Debts that you know that you cannot afford, but yet you go for it, are bad debt. Debt that you go for to satisfy your craving, your desires, are bad debts. Number 3 money rule is you want to learn how to control and manage your cash flow. What do I mean? What is cash flow? Cash flow is how money comes to you and how they leave you. How you earn your income and what you spend it on. You want to be able to take charge of that. You must know how much you are making, and you must know how much you are spending for expenses, your expenditure. So how would you be able to do this? You'll be able to take control and manage your cash flow by what? Documentation. What do I mean? You must have a document where you write down all your earnings each month and up to annually the whole of the year. Know what you earn, know how money is coming in, and what you spend your money on, how money is going, leaving the account, or how money is leaving your hand. And with this, at the end of the day, you see that you'll be able to tell if you must make a change. For example, if you are somebody that has several multiple streams of income, you'll be able to know the business that is paying more, so that you will focus on that. And you will know the one that is not paying, that is not yielding enough income, that is not bringing in the income. Then you spend less time on that. Then also with documentation, you can be able to see those things that you spend your money on that you could do without. You'll be able to manage your resources. Your expenditure should not be what? Higher than your income. If your expenditure is higher than your income, you are earning money, you are even spending more than you earn. Documentation will be able to reveal that to you, so that you will make necessary changes. Documentation will help you to plan. So you want to learn how to control and manage your cash flow, so that you will know where you stand financially, so that you will know if you are wise with your income or not, or if you are spending even more than you earn, when you are supposed to earn more than you spend. If you continue to, if your expenses or your expenditure continue to be higher than your income, you will before time you will sink. In fact, you will go bankrupt, and your business might even fold up. Documentation is essential to be able to control and manage our resources. Gone are the days where you work, you earn money, and you spend impromptu without even making plans, without taking notes of where your money goes and how you spend it, things that you spend your money on. Number 4 money rules is you want to prepare for uncertainty. Things happen, and of course we know the word circle. What is the word circle? 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. If things are rosy with you today, doesn't mean they are going to be rosy forever. And I've come to realize and understand that God uses every season of life to teach us lessons. That is why Pharaoh dreamed that dream. 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine. And what God showed it to Pharaoh, so that they'll be able to plan and prepare for uncertainty. Having plenty is the time for you to plan for uncertainty. That you have more than enough doesn't mean you have to waste it. Other years are coming that might not be rosy like the years you are in now. If you look around you, you will see people that were one time rich, wealthy, but they are no longer, they are now begging to eat or even to pay their hospital bills. Prepare for uncertainty. For those that are working, if anything can happen. I have seen people lose their job, and from the very moment they start going down, they start begging for money. The next very month, they can't pay their bills. That ought not to be so for somebody who is wise. If you are wise, you want to prepare for uncertainty. You want to save in the season of your plenty. You want to plan ahead. You want to be able to maintain your level, the state you are in life. What do I mean? For example, if you lost a job, in the next 6 to 8 months, you should be able to take care of your bills and your expenses. So you must have savings, money you don't touch. Like a wise man said, he said you must have an account where you save money and take care of your bills in case an uncertainty happens for 6 to 8 months. At least before the end of 8 months, you would have been able to see something to manage with or to start with. So that is why documentation is very important. Why do I say documentation? Know what you earn per month, and you want to keep that times 6 or times 8 of that in a specific account that you don't touch, so that when uncertainty happen, life can happen, you have that to fall back on. So no matter how your business is lucrative, No matter you are making today, you want to save for the years that's of uncertainty, like the 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine. You say, what do we do in the time of famine? And Joseph advised, in the time of plenty, let Pharaoh build storehouses where food will be preserved and kept for the remaining years of famine. And if you remember that story, when it was time for famine, Egypt had surplus of food. People could come far and wide to come and buy from what? Their food from Egypt, from Joseph. Because they prepared for uncertainty and they had in surplus. So if you prepare for uncertainty, for the days of famine, you will see that when it happens, it won't affect you. It won't shake you. You will still live like at other times. So it's very essential for you to prepare for uncertainty. Or are you that woman that is out there? I always love to talk to my female woman. You married a rich man that you don't have your own personal income, you are not working. What about tomorrow the man throw you out? Or the verse of separation, what would you do? What will you fall back on? You that people have been saying living a good life, you've been riding car, you've been living in a beautiful house, then all of a sudden your marriage has packed up. Would you like to go back to your parents' house, an old house, maybe in the village, or maybe the house has been sold, or even somebody else has inherited the house? Would you now fall from grace to grass and now start renting? So you want to think. That is why it is good for you to have your personal income. You want to have business. If you cannot do a physical business, or your husband does not allow you or will not allow you to start a business, you can go for a digital business. From your money upgrade that is giving you to take care of yourself, you want to save, you want to plan. I have seen women suffered. This I'm telling you now. I know of a lady in my place. In fact, she was a member of my mother's church. When her husband died, she lost everything because her husband had a son out of wedlock when he was young. So the family, out of bias, I don't know, they willed all the property to the boy, and the woman was left with nothing. And people came and was asking her, so you mean all the while you were enjoying, you never thought of having a land, you never thought of building a house? Why didn't you ask your husband to build a house for you when you knew he had another child out of wedlock? If she had had her own business, she would have felt it that much. She felt it. I don't even know if she's still alive today. So you don't want that to happen to you. You want to take care of yourself. Woman, take care of yourself. Have a personal income. Have a business. That your husband is rich doesn't mean that is your wealth. You don't even know. There are some men that are in debt that when they are unalive, the owner of the money will come and claim, and you'll be left with nothing. So you want to have a purse for yourself. If you cannot go have a physical store, you cannot go out there to work, you can do digital business. It's an opportunity for you to look into the online world and to see what you can do online to be making your own personal money, so that when uncertainty happen, like separation, like divorce, or even unalive, you have something to fall back to. Nothing lasts forever. Crises happen. But also know that crisis is an opportunity to create what? Wealth. There's always opportunity in every crisis. You want to be a problem solver. You want to look around you. What solution can you offer? What products, what services can you offer during crisis? Number 5, there is the need for speed and automation. You want to be able to automate whatever it is you are doing. What is speed and automation? Whatever you are producing, you want to look for a way to produce, be able to produce more, and in a short time. That is speed and automation. That business that you are doing, how do you take it to the whole world at large? That is why many businesses are going online. That is, there might be the need for ads to advertise your business out to the world. So that is why you may have to put yourself there online to advertise what you do to a larger audience, and also be able to produce results fastly. You want to be able to take that business of yours to a level of producing it faster. You want to think of speed and automating your business so that it can reach a larger audience, and you'll be able to satisfy that audience. So you want to learn, how do you increase your speed in your production, and how do you take it, fast, make it fast, produce fast. Number 6, you want to learn the language of money. What is the language of money? Money will always stay in the hand where it is respected. Money will always stay in the hand and know its value. Money will always stay in the hand that will use it, that will make more. Money is likely to stay in the hand of who knows how to invest it. Money is to make more money. So you must understand the language of money. And if you are somebody that is stingy, money will not come to you. He said, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, press down, shake it together. He said, blessed is the hand that giveth, that the one that taketh or receive it. So you want to study the language of money. Are you the type that say, hey, there is no money anywhere? As you say, so you will have it. Are you the one that before money gets to you, you've already spent it? You are likely not to have money. Are you the one that is stingy with money? You don't like to give. He said, to him that withholdeth more than is needful tended to what? Poverty. But the liberal soul shall be made fat. Understand the language of money. If you believe that when you sow, you will reap whatever you sow. Some people love to amount wealth, but they don't like to share. And do you know many of such people that I've seen, they go on alive, and somebody else that didn't even know how they suffer to raise the money are the ones that will come and spend it lavishly, and they use it however they want to. And some even waste it. So therefore, understand the language of money, so that money will continue to attract money, and money will come to you. You want to learn what money is, the functions of money, the benefit of money, how to make more money with the money you have, how not to waste money. You want to look into that. So therefore, and if you are somebody that is greedy, always craving for more, it's likely not going to come to you. Money is not all. He said the love of money is the root of evil. Some people can do and undo for the sake of money. So you want to pay attention. Where is your heart is with the issues of money? How do you see money? What is your mindset when it comes to money? What is your belief? What is money? Money is just a tool. It's a tool, that all it is. You want to master your money. You want to be the master of your money. You don't want to be a slave to money. So be careful. Yes, number 7 new money rules is you want to have a team. You want to network. Of course, we are created a social being. You want to be able to identify the team that works with you. Not all team will be able to work with you. You want to have a mentor. You want to have a coach. You want to have people with like mind that are going the same direction as you. People that have a goal, that are pursuing their goal. People that love to grow, that love to develop and to improve and to transform their situations or their family. People that are building legacies. People that are genuine. And you want to look into your value. People that have the same value as you integrity, honesty, people that are truthful to their word. You want to watch the camp you belong, the company you belong, where you go to. Who are you? You want to be able to build a team. You can't be isolated. You need to network. You need a team. You want to have people at your back. And you also want to have a spiritual head. Somebody that you go to that can correct you, that you can talk to when there are questions arising that you don't understand. Somebody that you can talk to, that you can pour your heart to. That is why it is necessary to be in the house of God, to have a spiritual head over your life, that you can go to a spiritual coverage, a prophet that God has sent to you. So there must be a network. Some of us, when we are now in the business world, we are so busy, they don't even have time for their spiritual life. That ought not to be. Money is not all. We want to still be able to live by the word of God. And those that are going to the same journey, that are heaven bound, if you are a Christian, are those you should network with. Those should be the team that you have built around yourself. So you want to look into your circle. Who are your team? Who are you networking with? Who are your mentors? Who are your coaches? Who are those that instruct you, that you listen to? You want to have a team, but you want to be careful the kind of team you are building and where you find yourself. Do you all have the same goal? Are you genuine? Are they honest? Do they have integrity? Do they have the same values as you? Those are the things you want to look into. Then number 8, you want to learn how to print your own money. What do I mean? You must have a product, be it services. You must have something you sell that will bring you money. Remember that prophet, after they told the woman, borrow not a few, and the lady was pouring from a little cruse of oil, I was able to fill so many vessels. What did the prophet tell her or told her to do? He said, go and sell, pay up your debts, and live on the rest. What does that tell you? To create wealth, to have wealth, you must have something that you sell. You can't, by your income or your salary, build wealth. No 9-to-5 job will give you the kind of wealth you want to have, or will give you the kind of life you want to live. You want financial freedom? You must have something that you sell. It could be your knowledge, could be your idea. So many things are online now. Many people are content creation. There is YouTuber. Some of us can talk. We can speak, but they are not speakers. You want to develop yourself. You want to look into your gift, your talent. What are those things you can monetize, that you can put out there, that will fetch you money? It doesn't have to be a physical product. It could be a digital product. It could be content creation like I'm doing now. So you want to have something that will bring you money. That is what I mean by saying you must be able to print your own money. Some people are just out there clapping for people around them, where you can do the same thing they are doing. So you want to look into yourself. How can you make money other than your salary for those that are working? For those that are into business, you want to have multiple streams of income. Everyone needs multiple streams of income, but you want to have your own personal products. Your own product with your name, or services with your name that you render, that is fetching you money. So that is it for the 8 rules of money. And like I said, look around you. Information and ideas is what is selling now. The people that are wealthy around us are those that are selling information and ideas. So you want to go learn, you want to go for knowledge to be vast, to understand the days that we are in. As things are changing, you too, you must go for knowledge to understand, to be relevant. For example, before now, there was no AI. AI is trending now. So if possible, you want to go and learn. If you don't know how to use computer yet, you don't have to be a pro. Just learn the basic on how to operate a computer, how to do one or two things on the computer, because digital businesses make use of the system. It's what you can do. Everybody can do it if we bring ourselves down to learn the skills. So therefore, that is it for rules of money. So you want to make money with your knowledge, with your idea. So go for one. I want to thank you for listening to this video. Thank you for your time. I want to do a shout out to all my subscribers, and please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I want you to subscribe. And if this video makes sense to you, I want you to put a thumb up and to share with your friends and to others. So therefore, with this, I want to say thank you. See you in my next video. Bye for now. God bless you.